Chapter 1.
Give yourself first. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Pablo Picasso. We often wear ourselves thin for the people we love. We spend years prioritizing their needs, their dreams, and their happiness. We might even feel a sense of accomplishment when they finally launch into the world, ready to chase their goals. But what happens when the rug gets pulled out from under us, just as we thought we could finally breathe? Taking care of ourselves isn't selfish. It's a necessary investment. It allows us to show up fully for the people and things that matter most. When we're rested, recharged, and connected to our needs, we have more to give to others and ourselves. We pour our hearts and souls into those we love, cheering them on from the sidelines as they chase their dreams. The day they finally spread their wings and take flight can be bittersweet. A surge of pride laced with melancholy. But isn't that the natural order of things? We nurture and guide, then watch with hopeful anticipation as they embark on their journeys. The sense of accomplishment can be immense, culminating in countless sleepless nights and support. With this feeling of finally, we allow ourselves to exhale and envision a future where we can prioritize our needs and desires. However, life rarely follows a neat script. Just as we're ready to take a well-deserved breath, the unexpected can come crashing down, as I learned all too well in 2011. The housing crash of 2011 felt like a sucker punch to the gut. The kids were finally off to college in Reno, chasing their dreams, and I thought I could finally take a breath. Instead, the world seemed to cave in around me. The housing market, booming for years, took a nosedive, dragging everything else down. My home, which I'd poured my heart and soul into for years, lost value faster than I could keep track. It was like the rug had been ripped from under me and I was descending into a dark place. That's when it hit me. All those years of prioritizing the kids, working long hours, sacrificing my own needs, it felt like it had all been for nothing. I was on the verge of burnout, with nothing left to give. It was a wake-up call, a plain reminder that I hadn't taken care of myself. The acceptance letters arrived, proudly emblazoned with the University of Nevada, Reno. My twins, the lights of my life, were finally off to chase their dreams on the other side of the state. Relief washed over me. Years of soccer games, endless science projects, and late-night college application essays were finally done. I envisioned a future filled with quiet evenings, maybe even a long-overdue vacation. But the universe, it seems, had other plans. Just as I thought I could finally take a breath, the housing market went into freefall. The same market that had fueled my dreams of early retirement seemed to implode overnight. My home, which I'd lovingly renovated and painstakingly maintained, lost value with each passing day. The number on the mortgage statement became a constant source of dread, a stark reminder of the financial security slipping through my fingers. Headlines screamed about a crash, and with each passing day, the value of our home seemed to shrink. The nest egg I'd meticulously built, which was supposed to secure our future, felt like it was dissolving in my hands. The house, filled with so many memories, the laughter of kids echoing through the halls, now felt like a weight dragging me down. Panic gnawed at me. All those years of prioritizing the kids, working double shifts, and putting my needs on the back burner felt like a betrayal. Had I sacrificed everything for a dream now slipping through my fingers? Burnout, a word I'd only associated with overworked executives, suddenly felt like an unwelcome guest settling in my gut. I was emotionally and financially depleted, a shell of the person I used to be. The financial freefall triggered a maelstrom of emotions, but somewhere beneath the despair, a flicker of defiance sparked. This wasn't the end. It was a time to dig deep. to summon the resilience that had undoubtedly been there all along. It was a time to revisit my roots, to reconnect with the strength that had seen me through the chaos of a bustling Saigon childhood. Saigon, 1956. Even back then, the city hummed with life, a vibrant mix of honking cyclos and the aroma of sizzling street food. I was born there, the eldest of a bustling 10-child brood. Being the firstborn in such a big family meant my days were filled with little feet pattering and the constant murmur of life under one roof. It was chaotic, sure, but also a warmth that seeped into every corner of our day. My memories of childhood are filled with echoes of an empty house. My parents, both ambitious and driven, were consumed by their careers. Dad, a handsome man with a military past, traded his uniform for the bustling life of running a popular club for Air Force officers, the Huyn Hugh back. On the other hand, Mom poured her heart into her students, a dedicated kindergarten teacher who saw her job as more than just a profession. Their dedication came at a cost, their absence. I, the eldest, became an additional parent to my younger siblings. I'd take charge while Mom was away at school, ensuring everyone was fed, clothed, and entertained. Despite the physical distance, Mom remained my closest confidant. We'd talk for hours whenever she was free, a connection that continued to blossom as I grew up and started my own family. Sure, we weren't rich, but neither were we poor. Mom and Dad always ensured we had everything we needed, sometimes even the things we just wanted. They may not have always been physically present, but their love and effort in providing for us resonated throughout my childhood. All of this was challenging. It took a toll to juggle schoolwork, caring for my siblings, and barely seeing my parents. There were days when the weight of responsibility felt like it would crush me. I missed having them around, the casual conversations, and the feeling of having a family dinner with everyone. But even in their absence, their dedication was evident. They worked tirelessly to give us a good life, where we wouldn't have to worry about what they might have lacked as children. Their tireless work ethic spoke volumes. They were building a better life for us, a life free from the limitations they might have faced as children. This realization, and a deep respect for their sacrifice, fueled my quiet determination. I wouldn't let their efforts go to waste. But as I navigated the complexities of childhood, a yearning for something more began to take root. In Vietnam during that time, most girls dreamt of marrying well. It was the expected path, a secure future built on someone else's success. But that future never resonated with me. My heart yearned for something more, something I couldn't quite define. Maybe it was the stories my mother, a teacher herself, would fill our evenings with, tales of distant lands and boundless opportunities. She noticed my interest and my need for something more. She did not clip my wings as some others did. She fanned them instead. With a calm power in her voice, she would encourage them to dream big and to chase those dreams with everything you've got. Her advice turned into my motto. My passion became America, with its enormous libraries and prestigious colleges. It was a far-off place, a glittering mirage in the distance. Still, it also represented what I yearned for: knowledge, opportunity, and a future based only on my abilities. I fed my dream daily with small acts, like staying up late studying, reading any book I could find, and practicing my English with anybody who would listen. There was never any thought of giving up. I held on to the strength of persistence my mother had instilled in me like it was my lifeline. My mission was to reach America, and I would not stop until I was there, prepared to take over my portion of the globe. The journey to America wasn't easy, but with each hurdle I cleared, a new sense of purpose bloomed within me. Witnessing the limitations placed on girls back home, the societal pressures that squashed their dreams, fueled a fire in my gut. Education, I realized, was the key that could unlock a world of possibilities not just for myself, but for countless others. This burgeoning passion for education intertwined with a powerful Chinese proverb I'd heard from a young age. Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. The simplicity of those words resonated deeply. Handing out answers wasn't enough. The true power lies in empowering individuals and equipping them with the tools to navigate the world and carve their destinies. This philosophy, coupled with my childhood experiences, solidified my path. I wouldn't just chase my American dream. I would dedicate myself to fostering a love of learning in others, especially children, and illuminate the path for them to reach their full potential. Magic unfolds when you witness a child's eyes light up with understanding. That spark of curiosity, that moment when a new concept clicks into place. That's where I find my most profound joy. Perhaps it's a reflection of my yearning for knowledge as a child, or maybe the sheer potential I see brimming in every young mind. Whatever the reason, seeing the children of the world thrive, empowered by a good education, fills my heart with a warmth that no material possessions ever could. But my happiness isn't a singular note, it's part of a beautiful symphony. There's immense gratification, too, in reaching out to those in need, a helping hand, a word of encouragement, a shared resource. These small acts can make a world of difference. It's about creating a ripple effect, a wave of opportunity that lifts not just one person, but entire communities. Ultimately, it's all about creating a brighter future where education and opportunity are within reach. And that, for me, is the most accurate measure of happiness. The challenges of my early life taught me the power of resilience. It wasn't about enduring hardship, but finding the strength to keep moving forward, even when the path seemed unclear. It was about nurturing a flicker of hope even in the darkest times. This resilience became the bedrock of my journey to America, fueled by a burning desire for education and a life on my terms. America wasn't just a destination, it was a symbol of possibility. As I dedicate myself to fostering a love of learning in children, I see a beautiful connection to my experiences. Every child deserves the chance to reach their full potential and have their dreams take flight. By providing them with a strong foundation in education and the tools for self-care, the ability to navigate challenges and nurture their inner strength, I empower them to become the architects of their futures. In a way, it's a continuation of the legacy my parents started, a ripple effect of opportunity that stretches across generations. It's a testament to the enduring power of resilience, self-care, and the belief that education can change the world, one child at a time.